Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Titans going up against the Lions. With that, let's head up to Detroit as we say hello to our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. The second-year man from Nebraska, it's Amir Abdullah. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
But when your first NFL carry is a 36-yard touchdown run with a really nifty move to get into the end zone, people expect big things out of you. And Amir Abdullah, they're waiting for him to fulfill that promise.
Yeah, had the shoulder surgery in January, but really expected to be the man this year in Detroit. They go with Abdullah again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Then Tate's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On second down, here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of good practices. We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Second down, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota on first down. Fasano here brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Complete to right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll sneak it with Mariota. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play.
They won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mariota to throw it this time. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and pound it in with Fowler, the fullback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jalston Fowler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Clemson, Kevin Dodd, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Dre Archer. This is Archer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run with Murray, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, in 2016 in Tennessee, DeMarco Murray, we're going to find out if it was style, scheme, does he still have it or not. He thinks he's going to be more comfortable with the Titans.
Yeah, because that fall off last year, 2014, over 1,800 yards, 392 carries.
One of the best seasons running the football that we've seen in recent years.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. On the return, it's Tate. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. It's caught left side, Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Out of the gun, Stafford steps away to his left. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big, big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They sniffed it out and stuffed it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. from the gun. Here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee. They get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It's the first time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now it's Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kevin Dodd in there there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. A second down run for Abdullah. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Stafford, it's brought in left side by Tate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
To the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. Move 60. Four down.
The screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here come the Lions now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And right with it here over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Mariota. And he locates Walker complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Now, last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. Gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota rolling to his left. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota, look at the big man rumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They go play action here on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. 23 yards on the play.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass, and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They'll come out in the pistol. And they begin the drive with a duel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 6.
And that run was what a lot of people called explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That went good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Stafford gives to Abdullah, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They run. Abdullah. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Hey. 4 down.
Again, it's Abdullah, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And right with it here over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Mariota, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Detroit.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come up in an offset eye. They pitch to Abdullah. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They go play action here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd down following the run. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. To throw Mariota. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that's incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And now it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Mariota now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Mariota will look up to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. One of the most frustrating things for a special teams coach. The ball did not go 10 yards there on the onside kick. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A handoff to Abdullah. And room there to work it in. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the run, Abdullah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Abdullah. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Time for a break, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A first down throw for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Mariota to sneak it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And that is incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Set, lady. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check 9. Big 20. Check. Set, lady.
Here's Abdullah. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And this looks to probably be the final play.
4 down.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.